decentralized storage that you can use on any blockchain and a better user experience. That's what you can expect from the team behind Sui, Miston Labs, and their new protocol, Walrus.
Walrus will give you strict guarantees of the availability of that data. It will give you new mechanisms for funding that data storage for the long term. It's also way more performant than what was being used.
There isn't a token yet, so that's why we're going to have some speculation about a potential airdrop in the future, and we'll also be covering what is Walrus and why should you care. With those expectations set, let's dive in. What is Walrus and what is decentralized storage and the other cool things you can do? Because decentralized storage brings the cost down, which is always great for new startups that want to build things. There's reliability to access your data even during a zombie apocalypse because there is a lot of redundancy built into the storage system. It's fast, it's programmable, and more. I know it looks like I'm just reading this because I am, but we're still going to get into some of the different points and we're going to dive deeper. Now let's try to better understand decentralized storage because I'm sure you're dying to know. Now with decentralized storage, you upload to a network, and then in the case with Walrus, so you have this big file, and then it turns into these tiny little blobs that are distributed across multiple nodes, and now they're all over the place in the network, and there is some redundancy there. This ensures that your file can be retrieved, put together, and it's secure. And with these blobs, you can store things like media, AI data assets, websites, blockchain history, and more. Pretty much anything you want to use for data, and you can call them, since they're distributed in different nodes, very quickly. So it's not one node uploading a 1 GB file, it's hundreds and thousands of nodes uploading a small blob of your file. Then we have another feature, Worldwide Walrus. This represents the World Wide Web. It is decentralized web hosting, which you haven't really seen in many other places as far as blockchain features. Now you can publish static websites on Walrus without the need for a traditional server. You're leveraging the Sui network for hosting, and this can be useful if you're creating a website or project that needs to be censorship resistant. Now, as for tokens, there very likely is going to be a token for the Walrus Decentralized Storage Platform, WAL. You needed this WAL token to use the testnet to access decentralized applications. Now, where does Sui fit into all of this? So you have Walrus, it is decentralized storage you can use on any blockchain. And Sui is just going to be the coordination layer between all these different blockchains that want to use Walrus. Because as you know, if you are a Sui user, it's the fastest blockchain. And it provides the best user experience because of the programmability, the parallel transactions, and you can do a lot of things at once instead of having to approve multiple transactions. So yeah, Sui, it's awesome. And now for some speculation, not financial advice. So Sui has continued to hit new all-time highs as time goes by, as people find out it's a good user experience, it's really easy to onboard, and people are building interesting things. Now, DeepBook Protocol started as a project by Miston Labs, and then it got decentralized to the community, and now it's running itself. Now, that also happened for the Sui name service, and that does have a lot of features. It hasn't performed as well, but this also started as a Miston Labs project. Walrus is in the same situation as those two other projects. It has been developed by Miston Labs, and it is very possible that they could launch a token as well. They are very much going to do so, so let's speculate about how you can get the airdrop. Now, as we went over earlier, Miston Labs has several different products that they developed, and we want to use their products. And we want to start with Sui Wallet. You want to make sure you're using that to interact with the other things that we're going to get into. So then we also have DeepBook. It's the liquidity layer of the Sui blockchain. Basically, all the different exchanges can pull liquidity from there. So that's why the token has been performing well, just because there is a lot of utility to it. And I would say you would trade on DeepBook, and that just means you are exchanging tokens like Sui against USDC through different decentralized exchanges like Aftermath, Kria, Cetus, Flow Finance, Hop Aggregator. They're all using DeepBook protocol, and by you trading assets on DeepBook through these protocols, you could be eligible. And then we have the SWI name service, that's SWI-NS. You might want to have a couple of these. You can have your own name for SWI.SWI. Yeah, you can have that for 20 SWI, which is like $100, and that's very expensive. But this is full value, Dan, so I want to make sure you get your value. If you're watching this video, make sure that the prices for SWI-NS names have gone down. If we look in the SWI-NS Discord, our discounted prices and new payment methods are nearly here. We're in the final testing phase now, and once bugs are squashed, we'll go live. Expect it before the end of the month. Stay tuned. So right now I'm filming this video in the middle of January. Make sure the price has gone down for a SWI-NS name, and you might want to have a couple of those. Or one, I don't know. It's still all speculation. I have a couple just because they've been pretty useful. Now, there have also been Galaxy campaigns for Walrus, and you probably want to do this too to make sure you're eligible. Then you have the Walrus testnet applications like Tusky. Now, Tusky is kind of like Google Drive, and you can use it. Then there is Flatland. It's a demo NFT project to showcase Walrus sites. So that is a website you can build on the Walrus storage system. You want to get into the testnet and do some staking. And since it is a testnet, you get faucet tokens for free. That means you can use this testnet and try out staking at no cost. Then you might want to check out Breaking the Ice Project Gallery. This is a collection of different applications that are built using Walrus, so they are all on decentralized storage. And of course, you want to join the Walrus Discord to get updates for that, but I think this is a requirement in the Galaxy campaign anyway. And if you did want to participate as a node provider to the Walrus storage network, there is an application process. It isn't completely open for everyone yet, and that's just because the demand isn't there and they want to control how much supply there is, so people don't really waste time and money operating things that don't have demand yet. So they are slowly launching that, and I'm sure if you want to be a provider in the future, you're going to want to follow their socials and find out when the next round of applications open up. To keep things simple, I think you'll get the airdrop if you do everything that is available with Walrus and with Mistin Labs. So that includes using Deepbook and holding Deepbook tokens, maybe having a SWI-NS name tokens, maybe some SWI-friend NFTs, being a user of SWI Wallet, and there could also be an airdrop for SWI Playholders. Then we have the tokenomics. So what is this token for and how should you use it? This is actually the Mistin Labs Walrus GitHub documents, and that is hard to read, so let's just go to X and ask for the Walrus protocol tokenomics, and you can see it links directly to the Mistin Labs GitHub. So we're all good there. That information is probably accurate. For the token, it's going to be delegated proof of stake, which means Walrus will operate with a committee of storage nodes that evolve between epochs. The WAL token is pivotal for the system as it's used to delegate stake to storage nodes. Hang on. There we go. So the WAL token, this is the main token of Walrus protocol, and it's likely to be the key system. Frost, each wall can be broken into 1 billion smaller units called Frost. So those are the denominations of the smaller units. Staking, people with WAL can stake or lock up their tokens to support the network computers called nodes. If you stake WAL, you decide which nodes get to work on the network. So that means you get to approve of the people participating on there, and there is more incentive for you or for the people to provide you a better experience. Now, earning rewards. When you stake WAL, you can earn more WAL as a reward at the end of each epoch, a period of time. It's like getting interest on your investment, so you are going to earn interest for staking. Then it gives you voting power. The more WAL you stake, the more say you have in decisions about how the network should work, like setting prices or managing these epochs. Using WAL, besides staking, you can use WAL to pay for using the storage services on the network. Then there's also a donation system. It's a special kind of token called WAL Dono for donations. When someone donates, their WAL Dono gets destroyed and an equal amount of WAL is given out. So Basically, it's free tokens to give away as a donation. Now, this might help reduce the total number of tokens over time. I'm a little confused about that, probably because we have a summary, and hope to learn more in the future when this becomes more utilized. As for growth and changes, as Walrus protocol grows, they plan to add more ways to use WAL, like in finance apps or projects that give back to the community. So in short, WAL is used to run, secure, and govern the Walrus network, and it's designed so that people who help the network grow or maintain it, it can also benefit from it. And that is Swee's Walrus decentralized storage system. I know it looks lazy that I used AI, but that's how you do things. That's how you can do a lot of research quickly. And if there's too much technical jargon, just tell it to write it in simpler terms. So if this video was helpful, you know what to do. If you want to learn more about Walrus and other things that we discussed in the video, there's going to be links in the description, especially to the things that'll help you get that potential airdrop. And with that, I hope you got your full value for today.